What's up, everyone? And I'm here with another self-defense analysis video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about, is Wing Chun effective for self-defense? I'm going to be covering whether or not it is, and also real life cases of it being effective versus not being effective. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you a real life case of Wing Chun being used in an actual unarmed situation because the video got taken down from YouTube. So I'm going to have to explain it to you by word of mouth. So here we go. Okay, so according to the video, you'll see Wing Chun guy, he had an argument with a bald guy, and the aggressor was getting close to him, mouthing off, pushing him, things of that sort. And then it got to a point where the aggressor was just getting too violent, so the Wing Chun guy had to basically end the situation by getting into his Wing Chun stance and engaging in combat. The guy goes in, tries to throw a punch, I think, and gets deflected, and the Wing Chun guy delivers a counter punch to the head. The guy falls back. He realizes, I'm done, I had enough, and then he walks out. So in that particular situation, Wing Chun did work. However, there's still some problems. One is the lack of situational awareness. It seems like the guy didn't know he didn't know when there was going to be an attack. He didn't really keep his distance, stuff like that, which could have potentially caused him to lose his guard, lose his vision. Another problem was no verbal de-escalation skills. The guy didn't know how to diffuse the situation. He tried though, but he didn't have the training for it. He didn't try talking to him. He just stood there not talking at all. And he folded his hands, and that was it. That's not an effective approach. What else? And he did do his counter punch right, but the problem is that he didn't knock out his opponent, and that's an important thing you have to keep in mind in Wing Chun. Is if you don't knock out your opponent, there's really nothing preventing your opponent from getting back up and attacking you again. And it could have been worse because the guy could have had weapons and multiple attackers. You just don't know. You don't know how he's going to attack next. So it's best to end the threat quickly as possible before you get hurt or someone else gets hurt. So that's all I had to say for that video. Video. So now we're going to look at this particular case. Actress Beijing killed in alleged murder-suicide. Chinese actress Beijing, 29, was killed allegedly in a domestic dispute with her husband on Tuesday at their home in Beijing's eastern Chaoyang district. Husband Zhou Changhai stabbed Bei before committing suicide. Um, the relationship was strained, and nobody knows why it happened. Um, but according to a report, she was stabbed to death. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there she is. She starred in a Wing Chun movie, and it's not the right one. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay, yeah, she was stabbed to death. And she was um, also a student of Ip Chung, who was Ip Man's eldest son. So she had the best Wing Chun training out there. Um, she was a Wing Chun practitioner. So there you have a case where Wing Chun failed because no weapons training. And here's another case. His Wing Chun training couldn't help win a real fight. Brennan had good reason to trust his self-defense abilities. His father had trained him in no some nonsense Wing Chun martial art. Brandon's father was an expert in the style, full contact champion, studied directly under the disciples of the late Grandmaster Ip Man. Brandon's Wing Chun was put to the ultimate test. A heated argument with two neighborhood residents escalated into full-blown fistfight. Brandon was forced to defend himself from their savage attack. Brandon beat both men, but the fight was not over. Hours later, his assailants returned, shot him 3 times point-blank range. Brandon survived the ambush. He is currently recovering from gunshot wounds to leg, shoulder, and head. Another case of Wing Chun not working. Again, weapons, firearms, things of that sort. So, um, again, like I said in my other videos, if you claim your system is effective for self-defense, then you need to address those issues. You need to address weapons. You need to address multiple attackers. You need to address situational awareness, verbal de-escalation. It's a process, and if you're not training for those specific things, you don't have a solution for them, then you're likely going to get beaten up or killed on the streets. So um, that's what it is. I think that when Wing Chun has some good principles that could be applied to self-defense, good techniques too, but um, it's not the end all be all of self-defense. It's not the only thing that you need. Um, there's still some things that could be improved on. And yeah, um, that's my stance on it. Um, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like this video. If you want to take a modern self-defense course, then check out my Fiverr gig link below. Subscribe to my channel, know the drill. And I'll see you next week.